Hey everybody, I'm Pam and welcome to my kitchen. So December is all about baking. And I checked out this book from the library, Bake It. It was in the teen section, so it shouldn't be too difficult. And I'm going to challenge myself and make a couple of these recipes.
The first recipe we're going to try is butter cookies. And according to this, it's only going to take 15 minutes to prep, 15 minutes to bake. So I'm notorious for being slow, and we will see if it actually is true. So what we're going to need for this is some flour, butter, vanilla, eggs, sugar, and then our baking equipment, which includes a bowl, a rolling pin, a baking sheet. If you have parchment paper, you can use parchment paper. Other things we're going to need is a circle cookie cutter. Now I don't have a cookie cutter, so I'm going to use the top of a mason jar lid, and hopefully that will work. As well, we're going to need some measuring equipment, so a spoon and then a measuring cup. And then I also use this to cut the butter, obviously, and then this is to level off my flour.
Okay, so I got my flour, my sugar, and my butter in a bowl right here. Make sure that you use softened butter, so let it sit out on the countertop for about an hour or so. Okay, so you're supposed to be mixing this until it looks like fine breadcrumbs. So as I'm mixing, you can hear our train go by. We live fairly close to a train. So all hours of the day. Okay, so after we added all the sugar, flour, and butter together and mixed it up to make it look like fried breadcrumbs, fine breadcrumbs, not fried, we are to add the eggs and then the vanilla. So we're going to mix it until we get a nice dough. Voila, nice dough. That smells really good. You gotta like butter though. So if you don't like butter, it's not gonna smell good. Or you're probably not gonna like these cookies either. All right, so I'm gonna get my lightly floured surface. Now you're to roll the dough out to about it's 1/4 of an inch thick. And if you find that it's too sticky, like this is getting really sticky, you can put it back into the refrigerator to cool it down a bit so it doesn't get so sticky, but I'm just gonna use some flour. Off the top of my countertop very well. So that means 1, not enough flour, 2, it's too sticky and I should have put it in the refrigerator for it to cool. What I need to do is just take up the excess again, put it back into a ball, and roll it back out and continue until you have no dough left.
Okay, my cookies are ready to be put into the oven. As you can see, I could fit a lot more of the cookies on here, but my cookie dough was sticking to the countertop here and here, And so it is time. I'm going to put my cookie dough into the refrigerator for a little bit to cool down before I get started making the rest of the cookies.
Wow! I just got my butter cookies out of the oven, and those cooked for 15 minutes, but I think 15 minutes may be slightly too long because my cookies are a bit brown, especially this one. So what you do afterwards, when you take your cookies out of the oven, you go ahead and you put it on some wire racks for it to cool. But if you don't have wire racks, again, you can just use a plate, maybe put some paper towels on top of it, or anything that you have handy, or if you're outrageous, just totally eat it straight out of the oven. Okay, so my butter cookies. I just read the directions again, and it can cook from 10 to 15 minutes. So this time I'm going to try the 10 minutes, and hopefully they won't be burned. Second batch, and this is more like it. So this was in for 10 minutes. So I'm going to do a little extra. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of sugar on here while they're still warm, and then move them to the wire rack. Here is the finished product. So I'm not going to be one of those YouTube fails the moment you flip the plate over and then they all come down. I know that, but here we go. Nice, good butter cookie. And the recipes from Bake It, so make sure you check out a copy at the library and have some sweet treats for you and all your family and friends this December. Thanks for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time to see what else we bake from Bake It.